What you doing?
Watch a documentary about ISIS.
Okay. Guess what?
What?
I got a package yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Guys, I cannot wait to Passover. Let me tell you what I got. I got my Passover dress. I got two actually. It's gonna be one is red and one is brown. And it's got fringes on it already, and it's nice and shimmery. And then I got these pants. They like oversized, and it's got the like the little lining on it. Are you listening?
Yeah.
It's got the lines on it. Look, cute, right? So, and then I got like a jumper. It's like big at the bottom, and then it's like spaghetti strap. But I also got a shirt to go under it. It's white. Cannot wait. The only thing that I do have to get though is the shoes to match it. And hey, you see that?
Yeah, but see, you gotta understand, look, America created ISIS, and now they're using them as a reason to go back into the land and take whatever resources, or do whatever evil crap America does. They all devils. God damn it.
Who are you?
I'm your righteous conscience.
So why you look like me?
I'm his righteous conscience. But because he's your head, I'm also your righteous conscience.
Okay.
It's nice that you ordering all of these things. But did you pay your Passover fee?
And broadcast on YouTube.
Baby, you got a Passover fee.
Nah, not yet.
It's the walk. I got us.
The what?
No sweat. Got it.
A solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start. stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause
All right, clap it up. Clap it up. Let me know if y'all hear me online. Again, this is the ISUPK under Command General Hunter. Throughout 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that we are the real Jews. I mean, and there's a lot that's about to happen on this earth. I mean, in a very short time. So, Twatter for joining us once again. I mean, of course, I got my man, the face of Baltimore, Gabar Ricard, in the building with me tonight. I mean, we got who we got online so far? It's a lot. Let me see. We got Sister Charlotte Bach. No, shalom, sis. What's going on? Y'all Shema Bashim Yahweh Shah. Kazak Wanah. What's going on, sis? Good to see you. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shah. Oh, Princess Takaya. What's up, right? Shalom, sis. Good to see you. Yahweh Shema Bashim Yahweh Shah. And we got our sister Janine on here with us also. Shalom, sister. The water for joining us. I mean, y'all been consistent joining us, so it's always a pleasure to have you guys with us. Like I was saying, it's like this place is getting ready to go up in flames, Gabar. I mean, I don't know if you're paying attention with the this whole thing with Iran.
Yeah,
I mean, they got the deadline. Actually, Trump is gonna make some. He gonna address the public tonight. I mean, he gonna address the public tonight. But you know, the deadline, the last meeting is Thursday. If they don't come to a solution, it's up. I mean, it is up, and I don't think people understand how much Iran controls that Middle East. They're the strong man in the Middle East. They're the ones who all these little Hezbollah and Hamas and all these little, they all get their trainings and weapons from Iran. All of them. So Lord's getting ready to bust the Middle East wide open. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gonna be major changes in the Middle East. But people don't understand. It's all in preparations. It's all in preparation for the return of the true Israelites. That's all that's happening. People think it's like something like we know what's happening.
Right.
I mean, like Jerome Muhammad was saying the other night, like we had the privilege of knowing what's happening. Like they don't even know what's happening. Right. They just going to war.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know that they're getting ready to be gathered into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And then Christ's gonna show up with military. It's gonna be a wrap. You understand what I mean? But in the meantime, I mean, we're gonna keep doing what we do right here in captivity in the Americas. I mean, as always, any questions online, feel free to ask. Make sure. Right, no questions. Yeah, any questions online, on or off topic, feel free to ask. Tonight we're gonna go into a topic, you know what I mean, about separation, how separation is power. You understand what I mean? A lot of people, they like to unite. You know why everybody wants to unite, Gabar? Why does everybody want to unite?
No, they don't want to unite with us. I know that.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to unite with us. But why does everybody want to unite? People unite because they believe there's power in numbers. You understand what I mean? That's why a lot of brothers, they go to jail and turn to gangs, right? Because there's power in numbers. Yeah. Or they'll join the Muslims in the jails. There's power in numbers. You understand what I mean? Everybody wants to unite. I mean, they call it the United States of America. Together we're strong. Right? The United Emirates. There's different unities happening and mergers because, they think numbers is, but the Lord doesn't think that way. The Lord does not think that way. I mean, the word holy, people don't realize the word holy means separate. I mean, the word holy does not mean some baby in a white dress and some white baby in a white dress with blonde hair and with what do you call that? A harp. That's not what holy is. Holy means separate. To explain what holy means, if let's say you brought a big slice of pizza for everybody, right? And in that slice of pizza, you cut off a slice. And he says, this slice is mine. This slice is now holy unto you, meaning nobody has no business touching this slice. You gave them the rest of the pie, but this slice here is not for everybody. It has been severed or cut from all the rest of the pizza. Now, how they divide the rest of the pizza is up to them. But this slice here, they can't touch. They can't ask for a piece of it. They can't touch it. They can't smell it. That's what holy is, right? And we're going to get into it tonight as to what it means for us in this captivity. I mean, and what happens going forward. I'm gonna double check. Any questions one more time online? All right, let's get right into the scriptures. Let's go straight to Deuteronomy chapter 7. Actually, let's go to instead of Deuteronomy. Let's go to Exodus first. Exodus chapter 19. We're gonna go verses 5 through 6.
Exodus 19.
So let me know if y'all can hear Officer Gabar Rakar.
Exodus 19 and 5.
Go ahead.
Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar people, a treasure unto me above all people.
Gabar, on top of your mic, make sure that mic is all right, Salaki, one more time.
Exodus 19 and 5. Therefore, Salaki. Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant.
Anytime you hear the Lord speaking, he starts with the words if. If that means there's an ultimatum there. There's a decision to be made there. Sure. It's going to depend on you as a choice. Right? But you're going to either reap the full rewards of that choice or reap the full judgment and devastation of that choice. So he says, if you will obey my voice indeed, go ahead.
And keep my covenant.
And keep my covenant. Mean, if you will, and this brings us to, we think immediately about Deuteronomy chapter 28, where the Lord was telling us, all the things that would happen if we keep his covenant versus all the things that would happen if we did not keep his covenant, right? So here again, it's saying, if you will keep my covenant, go ahead.
Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure.
A what?
A peculiar treasure.
You shall be a peculiar treasure. What does the word peculiar mean?
Special.
Let me hear it. What does the word peculiar mean in the chat? What does the word peculiar mean? Nobody's answering. All right, I'll take that shot, Sister Sharabab. Unusual, okay. Unusual is a good one. I'll take that. Another word for unusual, another word for peculiar is unusual or strange, right? Something strange, something unusual, right? Something odd. These are different words for peculiar. So you will be a what? A peculiar people, a strange, what is it? A peculiar treasure, a strange treasure, an odd treasure. Something that, it's not like everything else, right? So God's saying, if you will keep my commandments, you will be a peculiar treasure unto him. Go ahead.
Unto me above all people.
Above all people. Now, here's one thing I want y'all to understand, man. When God was choosing you as his special people, as his holy people, as his peculiar people, make no mistake, all the nations that are on earth right now were on earth then, when God was choosing. You understand? Everybody want to act like, that's the past, don't matter. Nah. God, your forefathers and our forefathers were all here, and God says, I want them. You understand what I mean? Now you hear other people. I heard some Muslims say the other day, their God's chosen now. Since when?
Right.
Since when? How? And what do you have to back that? You understand what I mean? Let me tell you another thing too. Goodbye. The world hopes that you don't exist anymore. But you can't exist for them. Because if you exist, what does that mean for them? I'll give you an example, right? They screaming, free, free Palestine, free Gaza. If you exist, what would everybody in that region have to do? They'd have to leave Gaza. They'd have to get out. They'd have to turn it over to you. You know what I mean? Right. If Christ is black and the Jews are black, you know that the Catholic Church can't exist. It can't exist. It has to stop existing.
Right.
Christianity can't exist. Everything that our mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers gave up or sacrificed so much for in their lives comes to nothing. If what we're saying is true.
Right.
You understand what I mean? So God is saying here, you are a peculiar treasure unto him, a people above all people. If that's true, there's going to be a problem on the earth.
Right.
You understand what I mean? You're going to have to turn this thing all the way upside down. The people who are at the bottom are God's chosen people. And I'm telling you, boy, so to me, it's so poetic. It's like the people who you think are nothing,
right,
they're God's chosen people. You know what that's going to mean that day? Where the people you've been oppressing, the people you have in your prisons are God's chosen people.
Right.
Oh, man. It's going to be a problem. You understand? And again, we have the privilege of knowing these things. You know what I mean? While it's not a popular thing to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, keep reading.
For all the earth is mine.
For what?
For all the earth is mine.
So the Lord is saying, look, okay, when he said, okay, if we're on context here, if we're reading in context, right? And he says this, he says, ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. What is he saying there? I really just broke it down, but I want to see if somebody gets it. Stay on topic, right? What's the topic? He has a peculiar treasure, a special people unto him above all people, for all the earth is mine. What is he saying? Who can tell me online what he's saying? What's the significance of for all the earth is mine? What is the significance there? You are a treasure unto him above all people, for all the earth is his. What is he saying there? If we're on top, just to get that for all the earth is mine thing, you just gotta stay on topic. What's he talking about? You are a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. What is he saying? Somebody take a shot. He didn't put that for all the earth is mine part at the end for nothing. Nobody gonna take a shot? Okay, hold on. Somebody just took a shot. He created all people, but he chooses us. That's it. She got it. That's the point. For all the earth is mine, meaning what? Everybody on earth, I create all of them. You know what I mean? Because I will now got it 100%. I created everybody on the earth. All the earth is mine, but you are special people. Meaning that he's seen everybody. You see what I mean? It wasn't by mistake, like, oh, he had no choice. There were choices. He chose you. That's what the part where he says, for all the earth is mine means. Meaning that he could have chosen anybody, but he chose you. Excellent work, sis. And again, to understand, a lot of the scriptures is you gotta just be on topic when you read it. Don't, even if it look like something else, it's just the topic. You know what I mean? Bring yourself right back to the topic and you understand exactly what it's saying. Right? Was that there more on that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
And you will be unto me a what? A kingdom of priests and a what? A holy nation. Right? This is what God is saying. Again, that word holy means separate. Again, all the earth is mine, but you are separate. I'm choosing you out of everything I've created. You know what I mean? I'm choosing you out of everything I've created, and you will be a royal priesthood unto him. You know what I mean? Somebody was a priest unto him, people who serve him. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I was thinking about something the other day, man, and I was just sitting. You know, since I watch Jeremiah Hyman's classes, he'll say something, and my mind will go completely somewhere else with it. I mean, I was watching an old class of his, man. He said something. I thought about it. You know, it's gonna sound weird, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we are in our beliefs the most tolerant people on the earth. Yeah. We tolerate imagine, not only we tolerate them, they can't join us. So, for example, I don't know what beef, let's say, the KKK would have with us. Right. Because we teach that we can't marry their daughters. You know what I mean? They could keep their daughters. I'm going to show you later on in the scriptures, they could keep their land. You know what I mean? In fact, I'll give it to you now in case we don't get there, because I think it's towards the end. But I'll elaborate if we do get there. There's a scripture in the Bible that said, the Lord divided the lands according to the number of Israel, right? And he gave every nation their own land. Then there's another scripture in the Bible that says, woe unto him who extends or expands his land, meaning takes somebody else's land. Meaning that under our law, the land of the Moabites will be for the Moabites. The land of the East Indian will be for the East Indians. The land for Russian will be for the Russian. The land for the devil. I mean, we don't take over land. You understand what I mean? We don't go and join them, and they can't join us. So I don't know what beef they would have with us, but we're telling you, keep your women, keep your children, don't join us. You know what I mean? We should remain separate. You stay there, we stay here, but of course, they will be in servitude. You understand what I mean? Meaning that, well, we'll get into it. We'll break it down exactly how it happens. I mean, we'll break down exactly how it happens. Of course, if any questions are online, please feel free to ask. All right, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself now. Let's keep going. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 24.
Leviticus 20 and 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which has separated you from other people.
That part is the part I need. I'm your Lord God, which has what?
Separated you from other people.
Which has separated you from other people. You understand? He didn't say, hey, join these people and sing Kumbaya.
Right.
This is when he was bringing him back to the land that he had promised Abraham. You understand me? So when you see, when you read in the beginning, it says, I'm giving you the land from these people. Now I'm too out. I appreciate it. He's basically telling you, like, remember, they're coming straight out of captivity. They're coming straight out of captivity. Where were they before this? Egypt as slaves. What happened to the land that was promised to their forefathers in the meantime? Settlers came and settled in on it. Just like today. Today, there's a whole war between some fake Jew and some Arab who calls himself the Palestinian. What are they doing? They're sitting on your land. And it's not just that region, by the way. When you look at the map, it's a much broader region. Half of Saudi Arabia, damn near. All of Turkey, all that area here, there is Israel. You understand what I mean? It's a giant place. But, you know, he sent it back. And then he says at the end, I am the Lord, your God, which have separated you from other people. That's not the Christian doctrine. Christian doctrine is to what? Come together, join together. I mean, there's strength in numbers. Not with the Lord. The Lord did not want us together. He wanted us separated from everybody else.
Okay.
I mean, of course, we got to get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3 to 6 now. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3 to 6. These are some bedrock scriptures you got to have in your precept books. I mean,
Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
What problem does the KKK have with us?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
We not looking to join y'all. That's the spirit that should be on black people. Black people should be like, look, we can't marry your daughters, and your daughters can't marry our sons.
Right.
And our daughters can't marry your sons. We are a separate people. We have our own laws and customs. You are a heathen. In fact, boy, this is the only place anywhere we go, Christians see themselves as Gentiles, right?
Right.
Who are coming to worship Christ. That's what they see themselves as, Gentiles. In Islam, you are a kafar, meaning like a sinner. You understand? An outsider. This is the only place you'll come and you open up this Bible and you find out that you're the Holy One and they're heathens.
Right.
They're the heathens, not me. Right. I mean, they're the outsider, not me. And my son and my daughter can't marry their sons and daughters because they're the children of heathens. You understand what I mean? If my daughter's looking for a husband, I'm looking at the sons of Gabar Rakah, not the son of some heathen who worships some rock.
Right.
You see what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
That's it right there. For they will what?
Turn away thy son from following me.
They will turn away thy son from following me. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But if you marry your children to heathens, your great, great, great grandchildren will be against God. As we can see.
Right.
You know what I mean? As we could see. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't take long for them to, go back to who they are. Right? Keep reading.
That they may serve other gods.
That they may what?
Serve other gods.
Everything your sons and your daughters are celebrating Christmas. and New Year's and Thanksgiving. And they don't know nothing about Purim that's coming up. They don't know nothing about that or the Passover. I mean, they're over there sitting on Santa Claus' lap. Keep reading.
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against them.
And when that happens, now the anger of the Lord is gonna kindle against you. Kindle means to be lit, to be on fire against you. Go ahead.
And destroy thee suddenly.
And he will destroy you. Because he's not gonna take that offense. Why? Because you couldn't follow a simple order like do not let your sons and daughters marry these heathen.
Right.
You understand what I mean? You look at sports today, every athlete is married to some devil.
Right.
You understand what I mean? As if the sisters are not, you know how many single sisters there are out there? And they're going to look for the nastiest devil they can find. Or with that broad, what's her name? Serena Williams. Went and found the nastiest devil she could find and married him. You understand what I mean? There was no brother she could have married with all her riches. I mean, she went and found the nastiest devil she could find, man, and married him. And I heard the devil was not even, he didn't even have no money.
Wow.
You understand what I mean? He didn't even have, he's like, man, I don't get it. But keep reading.
Verse 5. But thou shalt ye deal with them. Sluggy. But thus shall ye deal with them. You shall destroy their altars.
This is your only business with these heathens. You shall what?
Destroy their altars.
When you go to take this land, you destroy all their altars. Go ahead.
And break down their images.
There ain't no, the Christian church, the Christian guy would say, be tolerant. Be tolerant. Not this God. God said, this is how you're going to deal with them. Destroy all their altars. And what?
And break down their images.
Break down their images. Go ahead.
And cut down their groves. And burn their graven images with fire.
Right.
Verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You have to do this because you are a holy people. Once again, here's that word again. You are a holy people, a separate people. Let me tell you something, man. Knowing you are a holy people means you can't deal with things the way the heathen deals with things.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Okay.
You got an issue with a brother. You can't deal with it the way the heathens would deal with it. You got an issue with your rib, or your rib has an issue with you. Y'all can't deal with it the way the heathen deal with it. Why? Because you're a holy people. You understand what I mean? You don't live by the laws that they live. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
There's that word again, chosen. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Go ahead.
Above all that are upon the face of the earth.
There's that term again. Above all that are on the face of the earth. And guess what? The whole earth is his.
Oh, God.
You see what I mean? The whole earth is his. But you are chosen out of all the people on the earth to be a special people above all people that are on the face of the earth. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody else on the earth, you want to talk equality? Everybody else on the earth is equal, except for you. That's what I mean. In God's eyes, everybody else is equal. He don't have a second favorite people or a third favorite people.
All right.
You know what I mean? He didn't list you in numbers. You know what I mean? He chose his people. They're the special people on the face of the earth. That's his people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were.
I think that's all I need from there. I think verse 6 is what we needed. You know what I mean? But again, actually, you can finish reading what you just read there.
Deuteronomy 7:7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people.
Again, I mean, to the same point we was making. He's not looking for numbers, man. Don't think the more people you like. I watch people like, for example, Muslims, for example, right? Every time some celebrity or somebody joins them, it's a big celebration. It's like they got, oh, so and so just joined us. The Lord don't give a damn about none of these people.
Right.
I mean, he's not begging nobody to come and join him. He don't care if, Muhammad Ali joined Islam.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
The Lord is very picky as to who. That's why it says the road to life is narrow. The road to destruction is broad and spacious. It's broad and spacious because it can fit a lot of people in there. That narrow road, not too many people could go through there. I mean, not too many people could go through there. Read again.
Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number
That's
than
not
any
why
people.
the Lord chose you. He was not looking and saying, I need a special people. Let me see who has the most numbers.
Right.
That's not what the reason he picked you. Go ahead.
For you were the fewest of all people.
You were small. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But because the Lord thy God, because the Lord loves you.
That's why. That's why he chose you. He loves you. That's why he chose you. He preferred you. You know what I mean? He preferred you. And you remember that when you're going through all these mental illnesses that our people go through nowadays, all this low self-esteem and depression. You remember the Lord God didn't choose you because you was just in a better situation than everybody else.
Right.
He didn't choose you because you was billionaires. You know, there are billionaires out there he could have chose. You know, there's some rich nations out there he could have chose.
Right.
That's not why he chose you, though.
Oh, God.
He chose you to be a special people unto him.
Because he loved you.
Because he loves you. I mean, imagine that.
Okay.
You sit here with low self-esteem and think you ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, your God's chosen people in the ghetto. I'm telling you, good boy, it's gonna be when we finally put the picture together, man. That's when I'm gonna wear those glasses. I'm gonna have to cry. I'm gonna have to put them glasses on. I mean, put on them shades. I mean, because it's like when you really think about it, like, why did he choose you? Why did he choose me? He didn't have nobody, all these powerful militaries, all these people who, and he chose you. World War III is about to happen, and we got no say in it. Everybody's gathering their militaries. What are we doing?
Waiting for our king.
Hmm?
Waiting for our king.
Well, that's what me and you are doing. I'm talking about black people as a whole.
Yeah.
We're sitting in church, clapping and dancing.
Right.
You understand what I mean? But the Lord chose you, man. And also another thing you have to understand, brothers and sisters, be careful how we speak about each other. You understand what I mean? Because you have to understand, in our captivity, we're destroyed. Yeah, but that's God's chosen people you're talking about.
Right.
Of course, we're going to correct them like we always do at camp. I heard y'all had a marvelous camp. I wish I was there. Cap Osh called me like, you missed it. Cap Osh was so hyped. He called me like, yo, you missed it, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, y'all had a marvelous camp out there. You know what I mean? So that's and that's what we do. You understand what I mean? But the Lord chose those people. So be careful that you don't hate these people. Right. If you have any hate in your heart, I know certain things like brothers will have hate, like, for example, black people will they don't like Mexicans. Brother, Mexicans ain't never do nothing to you. They ain't never enslaved you. They ain't never stole your land. They ain't do nothing to you. You understand? If you have any hate in your heart for a Hispanic brother, whether it be Mexican or Puerto Rican or Dominican, just remember they ain't do nothing to you. I mean, they're in the same hell you in. They're the only ones who face the same fire you face.
Right.
You understand what I mean? If not more. Because their kids right now, their babies right now are sitting in those ICE centers, detention centers, babies with those aluminum foil blankets over them. Why? Because they're not white. You understand? Just like your sons are sitting in the prison cells.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Keep reading.
But because the Lord loved you And because he will keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers.
That's it. Yes, I mean, he loves you, and he's keeping the oath that he has sworn to your father. Who's your father? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yes, what I mean? That's the bloodline you come from. You know what I mean? You come from that bloodline, and he loves that bloodline, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Who we got on there? Shalom. Hey, shalom, sis. This is Natai. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's go to verse let's go to verse 1. Start verse 1.
Okay. Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Here go that if word again. If. Goodbye. If.
Okay.
That means it's a decision to be made. If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the Lord, the words of the Lord thy God, right? And do everything he has commanded you. Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Your reward will be, you will be set on high above all the nations of the earth.
That's it.
I mean, if you will hearken and listen diligently and keep these commandments. And that word, when you hear those words, that's not just for you. Remember, you're going down generations. So you got to get this word, keep it, follow it, and teach it to your sons. And get them to follow it so they can teach it to their sons.
Right.
And you follow that for generations, and the Lord will be with you. I mean, keep reading.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And then all these blessings shall come unto you. And he starts to read off he starts to number off all the different blessings he's going to give you if you will hearken diligently unto the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
And overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
We're going to read some of these verses, right? I don't normally read this part, Gabar. You know why I don't normally read this part? We ain't see none of it.
Okay.
I normally cut straight to verse 15 because that's what I've been seeing. But let's just
that's
read.
What we have been getting. That's what we have been seeing.
Yeah, right. I mean, but let's see some of these blessings. The Lord, if we kept his word, what would happen? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. What's the fruit of thy body?
Children.
Your children. What's the fruit of thy ground?
Your money. Your harvest.
Eventually, your harvest, right? Right? So you wouldn't be relying on some heathen to send you rice, right, and to send you, cabbage, and to send you carrots. You know what I mean?
Food stamps to get some food.
And right. You know what I mean? You would be able to feed yourselves and your children will be blessed.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And the fruit of thy cattle.
And the fruit of thy cattle, meaning when you own cattle, the children of the cattle would come out healthy. You know what I mean? This thing where, you have cattle that can't produce babies, or cattle that when they give birth to the baby dies. Nah. That's because the Lord is not with you. But when the Lord is with you, even the babies of your cattle are blessed.
Dang.
Go ahead.
And the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
And the increase of what?
Of thy kind.
Actually, let me go right back up too. Another thing too, when it says, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, your babies. You see today, how many, the babies, even though they was going to be born healthy, what happens to them?
They turn out to be monsters.
Turn
out to be monsters.
They don't even get a chance to turn out to be monsters out. You getting 350,000 abortions a year.
Right.
Them babies is not blessed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them babies were not blessed to be in that stomach because they was not making it out. You understand what I mean? Salaki, I just thought about that too. It's like, blessed are the fruit of that belly mean not only the child is going to be blessed, it's going to be healthy, and it's not going to face anybody trying to decide, should I keep it? Can you imagine that?
Right.
God's chosen people in your stomach. Should I keep it? My body, my choice. That is a curse. That is a plague.
We look at having kids as a curse now.
Yeah.
When it's a blessing.
You understand me? Keep reading.
Verse 5. Blessed shall be the basket and thy store.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
You know what I mean? Blessed shall thou be when I cometh in, and blessed shall thou be when I go out. Meaning when you go, wherever you're going, or wherever you're going into your home or leaving your home, you're protected. There's a hedge about you. Just like, remember what Satan said about Job.
Job, yeah.
When God asked Satan, why didn't you go and test Job? He said, how can I? You have a hedge about him.
And that's what we all should be trying to look for right now.
Man, you keep the laws of God, you will have a hedge around you. You understand what I mean? The Lord is saying you have a hedge around you. But I'm going to tell you straight up, if you want that hedge around you, and you any child who had a father in the house will understand it. I had a father in the house. I understand if one of us is in trouble, all of us is in trouble. You think you're gonna have a hedge around you and your brother is out there doing wrong? Right. You crazy. You are crazy because when the Lord visits now, everybody's in trouble. Uh-huh. That's why we go out there and we plead with the people to come back to the Lord because we don't want to suffer no more.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thy enemy to rise up against thee, to be smitten before thy face.
The Lord shall cause thy enemies to rise up against thee. Who's saying your enemy? The Lord. You understand what I mean?
Right.
He's allowing this enemy to rise up against you. You know what I mean? And that's not that. And who's this enemy? The same people you try to join.
Uh-huh.
The same people you try to go and join and hold hands with. You understand what I mean? Ask all your civil rights leaders if they've succeeded in joining, these heathen.
Right.
I mean, they all died without realizing their dream. I remember I used to deal with the sister in Virginia, Gabar, and I was young in the truth at the time, right? So I was always talking about the truth, and she hated it. Finally, I met her mom, right? And I had a chance to her mom comes from the old South, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she hated she hated me talking to her mom because the mom used to tell me stories about her growing up in the South. Me, I'm a trooper. I want to hear all the stuff. She's breaking it down to me, and the sister used to hate when I talked to her mom, right? And her mom was breaking down to me how a lot of young kids, they felt that their parents basically, used them as a shield for the civil rights movement, right? Mm-hmm. And she was saying how they were in school, in all black schools, and they had to leave that all black school one day and go to a white school. So she was like, they got on the bus, and she was just telling me how it went. It's like, I'm picturing, I'm like, that's crazy. She's like, they got on the bus. A bus came to pick them up. They got instructions. Don't look nobody in the face. Keep your head down. You're here for your education. And mind you, she's like 6 years old. Right? Mm-hmm. So she gets on the bus with all these black kids in their neighborhood, and it starts going to the white neighborhood. The minute it starts reaching the white neighborhood, there are protests outside. There are people hitting the car with sticks, throwing stuff at the car, yelling at them, calling them the N-word. This is a 6-year-old. And these are all kids in a bus, right? So finally, when they get, so she's just talking about all that trauma she had with that, and she was telling me how even in the summertime, she'd wear like 2 sweaters and a coat, right? In the summertime, and this is the South, because kids would have these little needles and they'd be sticking them with it. You know what I mean? Stabbing with the needles all day. The teachers wouldn't do nothing. So all the black kids had multiple layers on with big coats on because they were being stabbed. All because you want to join these heathen. And she said, I'll never forget, she said she felt like her parents put her in the front line of the fight because she had to go and deal with that every day as a 6-year-old. You understand what I mean? That's what you get out of trying to join these heathen, man. You understand what I mean? That's what you get from trying to join these heathens. You get influenced. The Lord never asked you to join them. You know what I mean? The Lord never asked you to join them. What verse you was at?
Verse 7.
Go ahead.
From the top.
Yep.
The Lord shall cause thy enemies to rise up against thee, to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
That's if. Salaki. This is if the Lord is with you. Salaki, I misquote. This scripture here is talking about if the Lord is with you, he'll let your enemies come up against you, and they'll have to run from in front of you. They'll come up one way and flee 7 ways. You understand what I mean? Because you will defeat your enemy, right? So when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through 14, it's all the things that would happen good for you if you do what he say. But from 15 on down, good boy, it's all bad. It's all bad. I mean, let's move along from that. Let's go to let's look at what would happen when we start to mix with these heathens. Let's take a couple examples, right? Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1 through 4. First Kings chapter 11, verse 1 through 4.
1 Kings 11 and 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women together with the daughters of Pharaoh, women of Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zebulun, what is it? How you pronounce that?
Let me catch
Zebulunians
right now.
Zebulunians.
Go ahead.
And Hittites. Verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come into you.
This is so King Solomon went and married all these heathen women that the Lord said, you shall not go into them, neither shall they come into you. He went and he married all of them. All the nations that he said, the Lord said, stay away from. He went and he married them. You understand what I mean? Keep reading.
For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon cleaved unto these love.
And Solomon claved unto them.
In love.
I mean, Solomon loved them. He loved them a heathen. You understand what I mean? He loved Becky. You know what I mean? He loved the heathen. And when the Lord said, you should stay away from them. Right?
Okay.
Keep reading.
Verse 3. And he had 700 wives.
What?
700 wives.
700 wives,
about 6. Yeah, over 100 on it.
700 wives.
700 wives.
Of heathens, mostly.
Right. And they get mad if we get an extra wife.
Imagine that. 700 wives. Good boy. Keep going.
Princesses. And 300 concubines.
And 300 concubines. What's a concubine? Who knows what a concubine is? Go ahead, Gabar.
Taking a wife from a loss of war, like somebody died in war.
Okay.
You take his wife to be
Versus. What's a wife? No, you're right. But let's just make it all the way clear. A wife is what? A sister who you go to her father and you ask for her hand. Right? And he agrees and stuff like that. A concubine, the key word in there is conquer. Right? That's where the word concubine comes from. That means you went, you conquered that land. You did her people lost in a war, and she's the spoil of war. So you're right. She's just spoil of war. You didn't get her the traditional way, where you went, she's a sister or she's a woman, and you went and you asked her father for her hand. That's not how you got her, right? So he had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Go ahead, keep reading.
And his wives turned away his heart.
And his wives did what?
Turned away his heart.
Let me tell you something, man. A wife is very. If you had the right one, first of all, it's a very good thing.
Right.
If you had the wrong one, brother, it's a very dangerous thing. Growing up in my household, my mother was Christian, my father was not. You understand? I mean, he didn't believe in none of that. It was until he got older he became Christian. She was persistent. Whatever she believed in, she's persistent in it. Year after year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, she'll be in there. It's only so long he could keep denying and say, I'm not going. Eventually, he's going to say, okay, I'll go. You understand what I mean? She's going to be consistent. If you marry some heathen woman, she worships that rock or that stone, whatever the hell it is. She's going to worship it. And you may stand against it for now. But let's see about after 35 years.
Right.
Who wavers first? You understand what I mean? Let's see who folds after 35 years when your wits are starting to go. I mean, and you don't even, half of the time you don't even remember what day it is of the week. You know what I mean? Let's see. Right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old.
Solomon was what?
Was old.
That's the part you're gonna miss. When he was young, he could keep the God's laws and stuff like that, and But when he got old, go ahead.
That his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
That's what happens. That's exactly what I just broke down.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? Don't think, I'm young. When you old, when you are, brother, getting old is like, I have so much respect for it now after I've seen what's happening to my parents as they got older and they become more reliant on people. You know what I mean? When memory starts to fade and, you know what I mean? You're not the same person you used to be.
Right.
That's when they're going to turn you. That's when they're going to turn you to other gods. Keep reading.
And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father.
Right. I mean, David never turned to another god. David never turned to another god. Solomon did. I mean, that's what happens. That's what's going to happen to you brothers who you married to. You want to marry some Muslim. You know what I mean? You're not celebrating Ramadan today because you're young. But when you're 80, you'll celebrate Ramadan. You understand what I mean? When you are, when you are 93 years old on your deathbed, you're going to kiss that cross. You're going to kiss that cross because you won't even know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Verse 5. For Solomon went after
Ashtaroth,
the goddess of the Zidonians. And after Malachim, the abomination of the Ammonites.
So those are the gods he went and followed. Why? Because he took heathen women and married them. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
And now he went and took heathen gods in his old age to go and bow down to and worship. You understand? Don't join these heathen, man. Tell your children, don't join no heathen. You got to start teaching these kids young. You understand what I mean? And I'm going to tell you straight up, don't be afraid to start teaching them young. You know why? Because when you was a baby, nobody was afraid to teach you about white Jesus.
Right.
Nobody was ashamed to teach you about their Christian religion. Birthdays, Santa Claus, Easter. Those things were introduced to you young. Yeah. You got introduced to a child at a young age that they are special people above all people. So they can't do those things. You understand me? You got to teach them about their history, man. And you got to teach them above all to love their people. I mean, and that they do have enemies out there. Right. I mean, this devil, man, he would turn his kingdom lasting depends on your kids celebrating his holidays. You know what I mean? So Solomon basically did a very evil thing in marrying these heathen to himself. And marrying these heathen, man. Let's for the sake of time, cut me down to verse 11. Actually, no, go back to verse 6. Salakia, go back to verse 6.
Okay. Verse 6. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord, and went not fully after the Lord, as did David his father. Verse 7.
Go ahead.
Then did Solomon build an high place of Chemosh, the abomination of Moab.
Yeah, so when you read all this, right? In fact, when we read all this, you start telling all the things he did. He sacrificed to false gods. He built altars for them, all because he wanted to please his wives. You understand what I mean? Now, had he married only Israelite women or sisters, he wouldn't be persuaded to do none of this.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be persuaded to do none of that.
Right. If he didn't mess with the heathens.
If he didn't mess with no heathens, man.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Let me tell you something. Our women may be hard-headed sometimes and hard to deal with, but they're not going to persuade us to go and worship no heathen, man.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Deal with the hard-headedness. Get them in order. Get them in check. You understand what I mean? But don't give them up for no heathen. Talk about something you traveling to somewhere in Cambodia to find a woman.
Right.
You crazy? I'm going to the Philippines to go find some woman. You lost your mind. Those are the heathen, man.
A lot of our brothers did that when they joined the white man's army.
Yeah.
They came back with heathen wives.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of them. I believe, what's his name? Dennis Rodman's father. Dennis Rodman, the ex-basketball player. His father went to, he was in the military. And he went over there to one of those places. Either Cambodia or the Philippines, one of them. I think he got like 13 siblings out there. 13 or 30, one of those, some crazy number, right? All heathens. I mean, he had babies with. Now, of course, the children are Israelites.
Right.
You understand what I mean? But I'm talking about the women he went out there, and guess what? Okay, a brother might take the stance where my children are Israelites, right? But who are their gods? You see what I mean? Yeah. Your children are Israelites. Let's say you had 10 babies with some heathen in the Philippines. 10 babies with 10 different heathen. And you proud of, well, it doesn't matter because my children are Israelites. No problem. Who do they worship? Right. And the Lord's going to destroy them. That's what I mean? Because they are living the life of a heathen, bowing down to fake gods. Well, and the problem is they are the most in danger because guess what? Their mothers and siblings who are not from you are not God's chosen people. Your children are God's chosen people. So when it's time to punish, who are going to be punished? Your children. You know what I mean? That's who's going to be punished, your children.
Right.
So they're both going to be bound to the same God. But your children's going to be the one who gets caught by that wild animal out in that forest. That's what I mean. Get me to verse 11, if you could, please.
First Kings 11:11. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon.
So now, after all the evil he did, this is what God said to Solomon. Go ahead.
For as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes, which I have commanded thee, I will suddenly rend the kingdom from thee, and I will give it to thy servant.
Because you did what you did, I'm going to take the kingdom from you. I'm going to give it to your servant. You know what I mean? Because you're not worthy to be king. And this is who? Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. The man who had wisdom from God. And he couldn't resist them heathens, man. You better start teaching your kids early, at an early age, that they are not, under any circumstances, to marry some heathen, to sleep with some heathen. You understand what I mean? To give their power and their strength and their life and their wealth to some heathen, man. Give me the book of Judges chapter 3. Judges chapter 3. Let me hear verse 3.
Three and what's that?
3 verse 3.
3 and 3. Judges 3 and 3. Namely, 5 lords of the Philistines and all the Canaanites and the Sidonians.
Skip to verse 5.
Verse 5. And the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
So the children of Israel were dwelling amongst the land with all these heathen around them. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And they took their daughters to be their wives.
And they took their daughters to be their wives. That's mistake number 1. Go ahead.
And gave their daughters to their sons and served their gods.
And gave their daughters to their sons, and then they all went and bowed before those fake gods, man. This is the children of Israel defying the Lord. And the Lord is watching this. You understand what I mean? And you go in there, everything he says, you have. You know the Lord. And you go out and you marry the children of the heathens. And you take their daughters and you give them to your sons. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel did evil.
And they did what?
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Now, is this the Christian doctrine? What's wrong with love? Love is love. You know what I mean? We're all brothers in Christ. Right. Love is love. God don't want to hear that, man. Lord said that it was evil in his sight. Why? He doesn't want it. He doesn't want you to join some other nation, man. I heard there's some sister who just recently got kicked out of school.
Man, I saw it on Facebook, and I saw her getting married. The sad girl getting married, and the first instinct when I heard her talk, they said they were getting married to Africa. I said, then I looked at it without looking at the name, so I said, "Damn, sister married African." And then
yeah, how you know?
I saw her name with the UPK at there.
How you know he was African? You can see the flies on him.
Right.
Through the screen. You can smell them through the screen.
Cow on the table.
Good night.
I thought it was regular somebody around African until I saw her name with UPK on it. So I said, "Oh, that must be Benjamin. That must be something." Must be something that just got acted. And then think I got the father. Somebody else brought it up because I liked it. I put a thumb on it, I liked it because I thought it was. At first, I thought African, but then when I saw the sister, I said, "Well, I can't. I know that."
Yeah, it can't be African. Hell no.
Right? So then somebody told me that was. I said, "Yeah." I said, "She brought African." Like, yeah, I hard try to look for it, try to take that thumb off. Couldn't find it. I was mad as all that. Like that. That's sad, man. But and they said that sister did it for love. I asked her why. Somebody asked her why. She said, "For love." Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look. I don't even know who the sister is.
Right, yeah, but I said she was from she started, she was from IUIC. I can't hear.
Yeah. I mean,
I said.
Yeah, so look, man. They could go ahead and do whatever the hell they want. You know what I mean? But we're reading the scriptures and we know what's right and wrong in the scriptures. And we don't decide what's right and wrong based on how we feel and what we think. You understand? I mean, read verse 7 again.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgot the Lord thy God.
And what?
And forgot the Lord thy God.
Now, that's who are her children? Let's say they had children. Who are the children going to worship? The God of Israel or the God of the Africans?
God of Africa.
You understand what I mean? They forgot. So you can't do that. Well, her children are going to be heathen anyway.
Her children are going to be true Africans.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to be heathen anyway. They ain't have a choice.
Right.
Yes, I mean, they don't have a choice. I mean, which bring me to this. Sisters, look, man, marry your brother. You don't want God's kingdom to come, man, and you got a belly full of heathen.
Right. Belly full of rats.
Yes, I mean, or your children are heathen. No, you don't want that. Now, to be clear, if you do have heathen children, don't feel shame about it. If it happened already and it happened in the past, that's fine. Your responsibility, if you have heathen children, you have to love them. You have to raise them until they get old. Rebecca, the angel told Rebecca, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels. You understand what I mean? But when she was raising Esau, she loved Jacob and she loved Esau. She breastfed both of them. She raised both of them. They were both her sons. But she understood that they were not the same. You understand what I mean? So don't feel no way if, when you stop and you hear or what you think about it and you sort of say, damn, I married a heathen. My children are heathens. You are Israelite. You understand what I mean? Your children are heathens. I'm not going to go ahead and promise you it's all going to be okay. They're not coming in here. They can't serve the Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what is done is done. And they're your children. And you're commanded by the Lord to love them. And I can't take that away from you.
Right.
That's an order from the Lord. You understand what I mean? No brother in here is going to tell you, abandon the heathen. Never. You have to raise them and love them and raise them up to be the best children they could be. Actually, raise them up to be powerful and use them in this world to help your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use it. If they're gonna have an advantage in this world, use that advantage to help your people. Teach them to love your people. Go ahead, Gabon.
Like if I could. That goes for if you're married to a heathen.
Hey.
Can't divorce them.
I know brothers coming. I remember. I never
can't
forget.
come in here though.
Huh?
You can't bring them to class.
I remember one brother. He thought he was gonna get rid of her because she was a heathen. I mean, he found out that he couldn't get rid of her.
Right.
I mean, it was sad. I was like, bro, she's your wife. There was another brother. He got in so much trouble because he was married to some heathen. He's not in the school no more. This was years ago. He was married to some heathen, some Edomite, and he would invite the whole camp to his house and have her kissing all their boots. When the Germans got hold of that, they're like, "What?" Fix that up real quick because that was that was not in the right spirit.
Right.
That's your wife.
Right.
You understand what I mean? That's your wife. And that's not the type of reputation we want in here. I mean,
right.
Well, I'll never forget that. I seen that video. I was a young man. I seen that video. I said, "Oh, I was wise enough to say that's not gonna fly." he on Facebook. Kiss the next boot. Kiss the next boot.
Well, that's all he was trying to do.
Yo, that is crazy. But back on topic. I mean, if you married a heathen sister, married a heathen woman, that's your wife. If you married a heathen man, that's your husband. You can't leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any other place, any evil place, what would they tell you about? If some sister get rid of him and what?
Marry me.
Marry me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of her and marry me. The Lord will overlook adultery in this case for us because he's a heathen. Nah, it doesn't work that way. You understand what I mean? It doesn't work that way at all. Verse 7, one more time.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and forgot the Lord their God and served Balaam and the groves.
So they forgot God. They forgot our power. And they went and served Balaam. You know what I mean? Some heathen god. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of the Christian. I don't know a word right there.
Cushan.
Rishathaim.
Mm-hmm.
The king of
Mesopotamia. Mm-hmm.
And the children of Israel served Cushan 8 years.
So what was the end result? Slavery under the Mesopotamians. I mean, they had to go into slavery because of this. Mm-hmm. And this is a track record. Like, all you gotta do is read the scriptures and understand the track record of the Lord, and ask yourself, why are we in slavery here? Right. You understand what I mean? It's not hard to figure out. Yep. You understand what I mean? It's not hard to figure out. The Lord laid it out so we can learn the lesson. When we read the records and we look at our lives today, we say, okay, I see what's happening.
Yeah, that's why I just had a conversation a little earlier talking about that. But
go ahead.
That was amazing. I said, that's the reason why he gave us these records, so we'll know how he working, how he deal with us, and how he deal with evil, with the breaking of his laws and things, man.
Right. You understand what I mean? So you gotta understand, man, you can't marry no heathen. You can't join them, you can't marry them. I mean, it's the Lord, it's not gonna go well for you. What verse was that?
That was verse 8, or verse 9.
No, so basically a recap of it. You marry them or you mix with these other nations, it leads to idolatry. Idolatry leads you where? Captivity. Captivity comes with suffering. That's how it goes. Okay. It's the same. It's one formula. You know what I mean? The Lord presented two formulas in front of you: to listen to Him or to not listen to Him. Whichever formula you choose has a path. Formula A, listen to Him, has a path. It goes from Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 14. Formula B has a path. It goes from 15 to 68. Every time.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, the Gabar.
Life and death. I said before you life and death, choose life. The commandments.
That you may keep living.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, I mean, the Lord, Joshua said to the nation of Israel, I set before you life and death. Choose life that you may continue living. Uh-huh. What's the life and death? To listen to God or to do your own thing.
Right.
You understand what I mean? And those are the two options we're always going to have. I mean, hopefully this time we get the right option. We keep it right.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 106.
Psalms
106. We're gonna start at verse 35.
106 to 35.
We're going to go 35 to 36.
Okay. Verse 35. But were mingled among the heathens and learned their works.
34.
Psalms 106 and 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. Verse 35.
So this is during the time of war, and they were supposed to destroy the nations. They didn't destroy the nations. You understand? That's why, let me tell you, sometimes in the scriptures, the Lord gives an order, right? And the Lord says, do not let your heart feel sorry. I mean, like, you're going to have to harden your heart to go and do this job.
Right.
This case, they did not, they let their hearts feel sorry. So they didn't destroy the heathens thoroughly like the Lord said. But what did they do? Verse 35.
But were mingled among the heathens and learned their works.
They were mingled. I mean, they were mixed amongst the heathens and they learned their works. Go ahead.
And they served, 36. And they served their idols, which were snares unto them.
And eventually, what did they do? They served the gods of these heathens. You know what I mean? They started to celebrate their holidays and to recognize them and inclusion and unity. And we all bleed red.
Right.
And we're all human beings. We're all God's creation and we're all equal. And of course,
the boys and little girls holding hands.
That's it. Little boys, little girls holding hands. Somebody apparently had a dream back then too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 37. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
That's what you start to do. It sounds crazy. They sacrifice their sons and daughters unto devils. Brother, how do you think the Lord's gonna phrase the words when the records are written down about abortion? What are the words you think is gonna be used there? You know what I mean? Keep reading. Especially when you read in the Epstein files what they was doing with these bodies of these babies.
Right.
What were they doing? They were sacrificing their sons and their daughters unto this devil called Epstein and his partners. Keep reading.
Verse 38. And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons, of their daughters, and of their daughters.
That's what happens when you start to mix with the heathens. You start to take on their characteristics. I'm telling you, black people have so many characteristics of Edomites here, like it is crazy. There's reason that we have terms like coons and because it's like a brother or a sister behaving like a heathen. It's like, it's a horrible thing for us to see. Go ahead, Gabar.
It's rumors of that in the industry of music and the Illuminati. So they say the Illuminati people sacrificing their mothers and so-called. There's rumors of that being done.
Man, I believe everything. Before I was skeptical.
Right.
Now I believe. Like after I've seen some of those things I've seen in the Epstein files, I'm like, this is really happening?
Right. Yeah. You want to say nah, but then it seems like it's coming out.
Yeah. 100%. Keep reading. Cut me to verse 40.
Verse 40. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, and so as much that he abhorred his own inheritance.
Hold on. His wrath was kindled against his people so much that he what?
Abhorred his own inheritance.
What does it mean to abhor? In the chat. Now remember, this is whose inheritance? You, the children of Israel. What does it mean that God abhorred his inheritance? What's his inheritance? What is holy to him? Right. Remember the example of the pizza. I mean, that slice was his inheritance. What do it mean to
give it up?
What do it mean to abhor it? Sharabah said hate. Kasawana said despise and hated. Yes, both of you are correct. You understand what I mean? Now imagine God, they did this and God started to hate them. You have to really, when you read this, don't read about them. Because remember, who's the special people here? Us.
That's it.
So we read about us. Imagine God is looking at us and he hates us. You're right. The word I mean hate. You're correct. Imagine he hates you. Imagine God hates you and what you're doing. You understand what I mean? Meanwhile, you're supposed to be a special people unto him, above all people that are on the face of the earth. So he started to abhor them, right? Go ahead, Gabar.
Verse 41. And he gave them into the hands of the heathen.
And he what?
He gave them into the hands of the heathen.
There you go. There goes the neighborhood. You understand what I mean? How many times we're gonna go into the hand of the heathen?
Right.
We're into the hand of the heathen as we speak.
Yeah.
As we speak, we're in the hand of the heathen. We're captive. Why? Because we wanted to marry their daughters and marry their daughters to our sons and marry our sons to their... We can't do that. You understand what I mean? But now, because you put yourself in a situation where you're going to be an enemy of God. Keep reading.
And they that hated them ruled over them.
And people who hate you now,
that's what's happening right now.
rule over you.
That's what's happening right now.
And you tell me this Bible is not real?
Right.
This explains us.
So that answers the question. Well, people say, well, why are we in slavery?
Yeah. If there's a God, why did he allow slavery?
Right.
The answer is simple. He put us through it.
All right.
It's in our records.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? There's a scripture that makes so much sense to me. It's in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32. Where the scripture says, how can one chase 1,000 or 10 put 1,000? No, how could one chase 1,000 or 100 put 10,000 to flight unless their God sold them? And it makes so much. I'm like, when you really think about it, you look at them slave ships. That slave ship has 500 slaves on there.
Right.
And it has a crew of 10 people. How's that possible?
That's crazy.
It makes so. I'm like, you know what? That's like, how could that happen? Unless God did it.
Yeah. Same way he hardened Pharaoh's heart, he must have softened the Israelites' heart.
Right.
Today, man, you can't even say the word nigga. Nigga throwing his hat in the air.
Yeah.
He kills them.
Yeah, man. I mean, so this is, yeah. So anybody asks, where was God during slavery, stuff like that? He was enforcing it. He was making sure it happened. You understand what I mean? Why? Because we didn't listen to him. Let me tell you, the scriptures, what we teach is the only thing that's real. Everybody else, yeah, where was God? Like in the Christianity, where was God during the God that you teach? Where was he? You see what I mean? Where was God, the all-loving God, the merciful God, the God who does not punish, who does not hate? Because this guy here, he hated the Israelites for what they were doing.
Right.
Your God doesn't hate. Where was he during slavery? The Muslims, God is all powerful, all merciful, blah, 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 blah. Where is he right now in Gaza? Because you have to explain to me why the people in Gaza are going through what they're going through. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
If your God is the way you say he is, what's happened? Right now, Iran is about to, mean its demise. Trump is about to be proved more powerful than Allah. Trump is going to decide if you stay there or not Allah. Trump.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Right. Trump is going to decide if you get to live or if you go to jail or what happens to you. Not Allah. But in our case, we could show you our lives and what went wrong and what we need to fix right in these records.
Oh, God.
You understand? I mean, we know what the hell we're talking about, man.
Right.
You understand? You blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, look, you better get in here or be, what do you call that? Be fuel for the fire. I mean, what verse was you at, Gabar?
Verse 41.
Go ahead.
We're in verse 42 now. You want 41 again?
41 and 42.
Okay. Verse 41. And he gave them into the hands of the heathen, and they were hated. And they that hated them ruled over them.
Go ahead.
Verse 42. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into the subjection under their hands.
And they were brought into subjection under their hand. Yes, I mean, you have to go and serve the heathen, man. Why? Because you decide to mingle with the other nations. It's like a father, man. He tells his children, yo, don't play with these other kids. Do not go around, do not go to their house. Go straight to school and come home. Do not go to these kids' house. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you come and when you go to the kids' houses and you go play with them, and then you come home, like your father doesn't know. Right? And when he looks at you, he sees lights in your head. He knows where you was at. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? He sees the lights in your head. Mm-hmm. He sees the ringworms on you. Mm-hmm. Why? Because these kids, they don't have the same culture as you. You understand what I mean? You got all types of blisters on you now. Why? Because you was mixing with a group of people you should not have been mixing with.
Right.
When I tell you their gods don't exist, number one, but their gods are filthy. You understand me? The gods they worship. You know, these so-called East Indians who come here and they're so high above you and they're so low. You know, every year, Gabar, they have a festival, and y'all can look this up. One of they worship, they have a bunch of gods. One of the gods they worship is rats. Rats are like gods to them, right? And they have millions of rats running through the city, and they have about 10,000 white ones. All the rats are a blessing, but if you touch a white one, you're gonna be blessed for the year. And you have millions of rats just running around the place, and men, women, and children just want to touch the rats.
Saying something like that, if I could.
Go ahead.
Saying something like that on it must be them. Saying something like that on YouTube, where they was making some food.
Oh yeah.
And it's rats running all through, all on the place, all on. It's so many rats. It's like rats is like worse than the flies in Africa.
Yeah. So one of the things they believe is Hinduism. One of the things they believe is, you know, they believe in reincarnation, but not like us. They believe you could be reincarnated to anything. So those rats are their families. You see a rat coming, that's their sister Mishma. That's just Mishma. I mean, come back to the house. After she drowned in that water, here she is. You see what I mean?
Wow.
And that's who they are. And the Lord knows who they are. And he told you don't mix with them. The Lord knows who these Edomites was. And you still went to Epstein Island.
Right.
When the Lord told you don't mix with him. He is vile. Now that you find out he's vile, y'all want to be mad at him. Be mad at yourselves for disobeying the Lord.
Right.
You can't be mad at him. That's who he is. He's not a special people above all people. He's a scumbag. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's evil. His father's evil. His father's father was evil. But you want to mix with him. You understand what I mean? What verse you just read?
I'm at 43, sir.
Let me hear 43.
Psalms 106 and 43. Many times did he deliver them, but they provoked him with their counsel and were brought low for their iniquity.
Yeah, that iniquity is always leads to them mixing with the other nations. You understand what I mean? That's step one. Don't mix with nobody. I mean, that's why we go out there. We say the white man's the devil. Why? Because we know you want to mix with him. You know you want to enter his world, and you know, because he of all the beasts of the earth, he's the most subtle. Meaning that he hides his evil better than the other heathens. Like you see how we're able to pull how these East Indians, they have these festivals, these rats and stuff like that. There's another festival where it's the whole street is full of cow dung, and everybody's diving in there. Like it's like a pool. I seen one heathen. He dived in there. He came out and he blew it out of his mouth. I was like, good night.
Wow.
But they'll do it.
Yeah.
But this heathen here, he's subtle. He don't show you how nasty he is. He's very subtle with it, to the point where you think he's the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, he's on that island eating people.
So also easy for them to destroy the Indians.
Oh man, don't even bring up the Native American Indian, man.
Right.
They completely destroy those people, man.
With
The Lord said,
smile.
don't mix with them. Go ahead.
I said with a smile first.
Yeah, 100%. For sake of time, let's move on to actually, let's get Ezra chapter 9, verse 1 and 2.
First Ezra.
Ezra 9, 1 and 2.
Yeah, Ezra 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra 2. Which one?
First Ezra, yeah.
First Ezra.
Let me make sure. No, Ezra, not first. Ezra, chapter 9. After Chronicles, Second Chronicles.
Okay. Or
See it?
yeah, I thought you said Ezra's.
Ezra, yes, Laki, not Esdras. Ezra,
You said Ezra though. You said 9, verse 9 and what?
verse 1 and 2.
Ezra 9 and 2.
9 verse 1.
9 and 1, Salaki. And when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land.
Again, here it is. The people of Israel, they did not separate themselves from the people of the land. Go ahead.
Doing accordingly to their abominations, even of the Canaanites.
Doing according to their abominations. What's their abominations? Some of the things we just talked about, those rat festivals, the cow manure, all those things, those are all abominations.
Homosexuality.
Good night. You understand what I mean? Those are all abominations. They didn't separate themselves from these heathens. In fact, they joined in their abominations. Go ahead.
According to their abominations, even of the Canaanites.
Even the Canaanites. Go ahead.
The Hittites.
Go ahead.
The Perizzites.
You know those people are evil when the Lord say, even them.
Right.
That's like telling you, like, that is the bottom of the bottom. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know the Canaanites first. Too. The Middle Africans there.
Go ahead.
The Perizzites and the Jebusites, the Ammonites, and the Moabites, and the Egyptians, and the Amorites, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves.
Here you go again.
And for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
The holy seed, the separate bloodline, has mingled themselves with the people of the land. Go ahead.
Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers has been chief in this trespass.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment.
So when Ezra heard these things, he ripped his garment. Go ahead.
And my mantle.
Go ahead.
And plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard, and sat down and astonished.
In astonishment, go ahead.
It's like I sat down astonished.
Go ahead. Astonished, shocked. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then were assembled unto me every one that trembled.
Ezra, before we go to verse 4, so Ezra, when he saw this, he ripped his garment. He was mourning, basically. And he was plucking his beard out. He was just in astonishment. He was astonished. Why? Because he knows how this goes. You know what I mean? Just like we've been reading, we see how it goes.
Right.
He knows what comes next. He knows they're getting ready to go into captivity, man. Again. They're getting ready to go into slavery again. That's how you gotta. Let me tell you something, man. If you home, you sitting home and you see a baby girl walk through that door with some East Indian, you know we're not getting out of here. She has extended. I mean, unless the Lord has mercy and cuts the time short, but she is adding to the sentence.
Uh-huh.
You see your son come through some Edomite on his or some Moabite on his arm, talking about, hey, this is my girl. We're in a bad place. I mean, Ezra saw it, and he was like, damn, like we're in a horrible place right now. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then were assembled unto me every one that trembled at the words of the God of Israel.
So now everybody who actually feared God came in before Ezra. Go ahead.
Because of the transgressions of those that had been carried away. And I sat astonished until the evening sacrifice. Evening sacrifice. Verse 5. Want 5, sir?
No, I think that's what we need. You understand what I mean? It's the same cycle. I mean, let's go to Amos chapter 3, man. Let's go to Amos chapter 3. You gotta understand why separation is important, man.
Okay, 3 and what, sir?
Verse 2. This scripture here,
To Amos.
you got it. This scripture here is such a bedrock scripture. You have to have this in your precept book. I mean, this should be off the top of your head,
Right.
if you need to pull it. Read it for me.
This is Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
That's why this is why you're gonna understand why the Lord is always keep telling you to stay separate. He's telling you to stay separate from these other nations because you only have I known of all the families of the earth. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why you need to stay away, because when they start doing their evil things, you're gonna join them, and you're gonna get punished, not them.
Right.
You go down there. You go down there as a black man or a black woman to that festival in India with all them rats running or that cow dung on there. You're gonna be the only one leaving with monkeypox. It's gonna be just you. Of all the million people there, you're the one leaving with, AIDS.
Right.
You're the one leaving with something horrible, man. Why? Because you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Again, the whole earth is mine. I chose you. The whole earth is mine. I chose you as a peculiar treasure, a special people above all people. Here he's saying, you're the only one I've known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquity, not them.
Right.
That's why you don't mix with them, because they don't have the penalty that you're going to have. You understand what I mean? They don't have the penalty you're going to have. They're going to suffer the penalties of men. Death, sickness, blah, blah, blah. But you are going to be punished by God. I mean, go ahead.
Verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Can two walk together except they be agreed? Tie it into our topic tonight. What does that mean? I'll give it to you for the sake of time, because I know I got a couple more scriptures to go through. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? That's why I don't want you to mix with them. Because if you're going to walk with them, you're going to have to agree with them. And I don't agree with them. So you can't walk with me. That's what God's basically telling you. Mm-hmm. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? Either you're going to walk with me or you're going to walk with them. You can't walk with both. And the Lord ain't walking with them. The Lord is not there in their festivals. When they're chasing them rats, the Lord is not there.
Right.
When they're celebrating Christmas, the Lord is not there. When they're celebrating Thanksgiving, the Lord is not there. When they're on Epstein Island, the Lord is not there. You understand what I mean? So the two you can't walk with them and walk with God. Go ahead, Gabar.
No, I'm gonna say But every time one of us was with them, we got punished.
That's it. You understand what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, the Lord said this: you can't worship two gods.
Right.
You can't have two masters. Either you will love one and hate the other. Now, when you want to run with the Moabites and the Bruce Leeism, what do you have to do? You have to turn on God, because now you want to be a Buddha. You want to follow Buddha. You want to follow the God of the Arabs. You're gonna have to go circle that rock and bow your head and you know, bow your head. You understand what I mean? And do all types of evil things. You're gonna go service white Jesus. I mean, you can't follow God. You understand? Was there more on that?
Verse 4.
Let me hear it.
Will a lion roar in the forest?
No, that's what I needed. That's what I needed. Good. Take me back to Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Right. You want 28?
Yeah, we're gonna go to verse 15. You can't ignore verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
If you would not hearken unto the Lord thy God, Lord, one of the laws the Lord told you is not to marry the heathen, not to mix with them. You understand what I mean? Not to take them, I mean, into your house as close companions. I mean, if you will not hearken unto the Lord thy God, go ahead.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That all these curses, not blessings now, like was reading in chapter 28, verses 1 on down. Not blessings, curses. Go ahead.
Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body.
Curse shall be the fruit of thy body. Remember, earlier it was blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. Now it's the opposite. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Got it, Gabar?
That's why all our kids is dying.
Man.
In street gangs and war.
Man, they dying even before they get to the street.
And drugs. Yeah.
They dying in the womb.
Right.
The mother's trying to decide right now, should I keep it?
Yeah.
Shall I keep it?
The day after pill.
Yeah. That's what I mean? Not even the day after pills. I'm talking about 6 months in. I think I'm gonna get rid of it.
All right.
And you pulling pieces of the baby out.
Apart. Okay.
Pieces of the baby out. You sticking a goddamn vacuum in there.
They get a thrill out of doing that to it too.
Say again?
I said they get a thrill out of doing that to it too.
Oh, those heathens get a thrill, man. Sisters, you stay away from that. And if you have done it in the past, that's the past. You understand what I mean? Whoever the hell did that, Chantel, Shaniqua, whatever the hell your name was, you're not that no more.
That's right.
You understand? You're a new person now. You don't have to sit here. When you hear these things, you don't have to sit here and feel away because you changed. You're no longer a person who would do such a thing. You serve the Lord now. That's why don't take your name, like a new name you got. Don't take it lightly.
Right. And
start throwing the sins of Chantel onto this name. Nah. You're a new person.
Born again.
Born again. You understand me? Meaning that the Lord's not going to hold you to it. The Lord's not going to hold you responsible for what you did back then. Why? Because you're not the same person. That person, the Lord didn't have to come and kill that person. You did. You know what I mean? Okay. You killed that person so that the Lord don't have to do it. I mean, keep reading.
And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
And all of that, just like earlier in the chapter, we read that you would be blessed. Here is the reverse. All of that, the fruit of thy land, You're trying to figure out how the hell, I mean, Cuba is having a famine. Haiti. Haiti can't grow food. You know what I mean? Haiti can't grow enough food. Goddamn Venezuela can't feed themselves. And now some bastard named Trump could sit there, right, and put tariffs on the food and charge things to make it hard for you to get and decide if you eat, if you don't eat. Why? Because you want to follow the heathen. Now the Lord has cursed thy land. Go ahead.
And the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Verse 19. Curse shall be when thou goest out. Curse shall thou be when thou comest in, and curse shall thou be when thou goest out.
Curse will you be when you cometh in and when you go out. Go ahead.
Verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee curses, vexations, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thy hand unto do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee.
Pestilence. I mean, disease. Go ahead.
Until he have consumed thee.
High blood pressure, sugar, diabetes, all types of pestilences shall cleave unto thee until he has consumed thee. Go ahead.
From off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever and with an inflammation and with the extreme burning.
Lord, the Lord did it. You know what I mean? The Lord did it, man. The Lord has given his angels the go ahead. Like, you ever hear when the boss tells to the henchman, it's a green light on him. The angels got the green light on you right now, right? Mm-hmm. That means every curse that could happen is happening to you right now. And you don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from the Lord. Okay. I mean, you didn't do your job and keep the Lord's commandments. Guess what? The angels know how to follow orders. That's what you need to understand. Yeah. The angels will know exactly how to follow the orders that they got. The angels will pull this and say, "Oh, we could hit him with the fever and with the inflammation and with extreme burning. I got him. Mm-hmm. I know how to give him the extreme burning. I mean, he gonna go up that block. He gonna go mess with that girl and get the extreme burning. I mean, Lord will give you that extreme burning, brother. I mean, when you go to the bathroom to take a leak, it'll be extreme burning. Keep reading.
And with the mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. Verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Good night.
Central booking.
They say central bookings. Yeah, man. That's a hard place to be. The heaven over thee shall be as brass, and the earth under thee shall be as iron. Right. Yes, I mean, you're in a hard place.
City jail.
I mean, Gabar said that's jail. Go ahead, Gabar.
Verse 24. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust.
And you can read it in your spare time. Read all the way down. I mean, it is hell, right? skip me down to verse 50. What verse were you at just now?
I think that was 20,
Yeah, 24.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Look at all that. Skip me down to 50. All of this is curses. Skip me down to 50. Good night.
Lord had the gift of gab for this one.
You notice how good.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
The Lord's going to send to you a nation of fierce countenance. You know what I mean? Fierce countenance. That's where you're at right now, in the land of the devil.
Right.
I mean, hold on. Skip me to 54.
Verse 54.
Let me explain to you, sisters, being a single mother and ain't no good black men. Read 54 for me.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Your boo. The man who is tender amongst thee and very delicate. Your sweetheart. Go ahead.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Go ahead.
And towards his wife.
His eye
towards the wife, Salaki.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother. Who's his brother? Not a black man. His eyes will be evil towards him. You want to know why they're always fighting and why they can't get along?
Right.
His eyes will be evil towards his brother and
towards the wife.
And towards you.
Of his bosom.
And towards you. Go ahead.
And towards the remnant of the children which he shall leave.
What? And the remnant of the children that what?
He shall leave.
That he shall what?
Leave.
He's going to leave you and the children. That's the curses. You know what I'm saying? That's the curses. This is why you are a single mother.
Yeah.
It's not because you chose. Look, let me tell you something. If we don't follow these laws, the Lord is going to make our lives very hard. And guess what? There's no reason for him to stay with you and the children. There's no laws for him to follow.
Right. This is hell.
This is hell, man. The Lord said, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Yeah, remember, hell ain't a place you go to, is what you go through when you break God's commandments.
Good night. Give me verse 56.
Verse 56. And the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness.
And that sister who is so delicate, like the sole of her feet is too. This is from the sight of the man. I mean, the sole of her feet is too delicate to touch the ground. That's how tender and delicate she is.
Right.
Go ahead.
She used to be. She used to be.
Keep reading. Go ahead.
Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter.
That's it. She's gonna hate her husband. She's gonna hate her children.
That's heavy. That's real. That's
you understand?
Everything is happening right now,
and that's what's happening right
now. That's how we know we're the children of Israel,
and we know why it's happening.
Okay.
We didn't listen to the Lord. You understand? I mean, we got to get back to the Lord, man, or else. I mean, the Lord's gonna make sure we learn our lesson. You understand? And again, this is not happening to no heathen. Heathens get to brag about their families, and no matter how bad it gets, they're together. You understand what I mean? You're gonna have to lose your family. Why? Because you can't keep laws. And if your family don't have no law to keep, how are you gonna keep them?
Right.
If your husband does not have a law to love thy wife as thy own body, how is it? Why should he stay? If the woman does not have a law to honor thy husband and to submit to her husband, why should she stay?
Right.
It's all. So don't think of it as, oh, God's making this happen just because we didn't. No, he's making it happen because you have no laws. You chose no laws. Fine. There's the result of no laws. You understand what I mean? There's the result of not having laws, broken households. destroys families, destroyed masculinity, destroyed femininity. I mean, now we on social media, arguing about, the man's role and the woman's role and, a bunch of other garbage. You understand? If we can turn back to the Lord and separate from these heathen, man, completely separate from these heathen, the Lord will take us back, man. The Lord will take us back, and we will again be a peculiar treasure in a special people above all people that are on the face of the earth. With that, we'll pass the class over to the preaching officer, Gabar Rakar.
Beautiful class, sir.
No sign Christ. And Tawada sisters, Tawada for everybody who joined us tonight. I mean, keep coming to class, keep taking notes. I mean, of course, if you have any questions throughout the week, just write it down. You know what I mean? Text it to yourself in your phone. This way you have it and you can just copy and paste it right in there. Go ahead, Gabar.
These are the security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find us in Numbers 18, 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced by Yahshua. 10% of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest funds. We will offer for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations.
We got the Feast of Purim coming up March 2nd and 3rd. That's next week. I mean, we'll be right here in the school. I mean, if anybody want to volunteer and do things of that nature, reach out to Officer Yara. Whether you want to volunteer to bring food or anything of that nature. If you don't have Officer Yara's number, reach out to me. I'll get you his number. He handles all of that. You know what I mean? So March 2nd and 3rd, the Feast of Purim. That's on a Monday and a Tuesday. Following that, we have the Lord's Passover coming up in Houston, April 4th. I mean, we have a whole week of events going on that week up until April 4th. So definitely head to Houston. Anybody who wants to buy a whole lamb or a whole goat, you could do that at that time too. But I believe there's a deadline where you have to request that and pay for it. If anybody wants to do that, just reach out to me directly, and I'll point you in the right direction. Go ahead, Gabar.
Sure to pay your Passover fees.
Go ahead.
Check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for so on. Events, it's like so on. It's like YouTube and so on for ISUPK material, even events and materials. Like if a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, they need to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or a scarf. With that, we're going to get word uncourteous salute to the teacher. And Israel Mighty. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. That's a retire. So we're going to get one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's a retire. Class dismissed.
He parted the Red Sea and an entire nation The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.